Good day, guys. How are we all doing? I hope we are all good. So, we talking about synthetic indices today, boom and crash, and we're just doing a trade recap of the trade we took in the morning. Let me know if you guys want to actually get the synthetic indices course, or rather the 2025 day trading mastery course, because it involves everything we trade. So, not to waste any time, this is what we were looking at in the morning. So you can see this is GMT plus two times, GMT plus two time rather. So we were looking for a buy on boom 1000 at current market price when I shared it, which was at 2184 at that particular time. And this was just like a trade management note. If we break yesterday's high, price could potentially get to 20300, a good TP for the day. So you can see this is where I shared my chart as well. So we're just going to quickly jump into MT5 so that I can show you guys how my chart was looking like. Right, so MT5, MT5. All right, so coming to MT5, we're just going to zoom in today's price action. So let's just start with the daily. So we usually just look at the daily time frame to see how that daily candle is expanding and to sort of get a directional bias of where price is most likely going to go to. So if we look at today's daily candle, you can see we were sort of trading like right on the 13 EMA. But you can also notice that I've got this particular level here marked by this red line which you see here. So that's actually a place where I felt like price was potentially going to push to. So let's say price wants to potentially maybe come down here. If this is the higher high or the peak, this for me is a valid order block. And we actually had an impulsive move and price could actually retrace into this zone before dropping. That's one way of looking at it. Or price could actually have created what? Peak formation low here, and maybe they want to still come back up here, so they still have to push up. So this is basically how I was looking at my daily time frame. And to look at the current daily candle, it was also forming this particular wick, which you see, and I had a zone which you're going to see maybe on H1 where price had already reacted. So I was just looking for an expansion of today's daily candle. So I rarely use H4 these days. If I understand what's going on with a daily, I rarely use H4. I'm just going to say rarely. It sounds like I'm saying really. I rarely use the 4 hour time frame. But if you are to look at the 4 hour, you will notice that we had this nice pin bar right on the dynamic support, which was the 13 EMA and the 50 as well. So that's just like added confluence. And usually, price comes to take out liquidity. So this was also like a target just for confluence sake. So coming to H1, which is my best time frame, H1 simply has to confirm what I'm seeing on the daily. So the first thing which I want to highlight, if you've watched some of the videos on YouTube, you'll see that there's a video, I think I posted it last week, which speaks on the TDI. If the TDI is trading above the 50 level or the 50 static, just know that chances are your price is actually bullish. So with that in mind, you can see starting from yesterday, TDI started confirming a bullish move, of which the bullish move started here. Price started to create a higher high by breaking multiple structures to the left, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So you can see that's actually a trend which started forming like from the 20th of Feb. So we are just trading with the trend and we are looking for the best entry to be able to catch a couple of pips in this particular move. So when I come to H1, after I confirm that the trend, I also want to see where my price is trading in relation with the 13 EMA, which is also my best friend. So remember, if you follow my videos, you know I put much emphasis into the 13 EMA on all time frames. So By the at the time when I shared this H1 candle was rejecting here. It's actually a pin bar candle, so it was already in motion of rejecting the 13 EMA. So let me actually highlight what I then saw on M15. So by the time I came to M15, this had already happened. So usually I love to enter right when these dojis appear, but when I came to the charts, price was somewhere here. So if you notice, I mentioned my entry is on 20184. So I'm just going to mark that area so that you guys can see exactly where my entry was. Okay, 20184. Or 20185. We were just around about that area. So if you see, this is where price was. This M15 it don't yet expanded, but it was like halfway through that expansion. So when I saw that, I quickly entered because I knew this is like a setup which is already in motion starting from here. And this was today's open price. So basically, that's the pin you see on the daily candle. And this is the daily candle actually expanding up. So in my mind, this is the picture which I have. I already know what's going on a higher time frame. So it makes it a little bit easier to trade on the smaller time frames because I know what I'll be looking for here. So price also for today, uh, we broke a few structures here, retraced, broke more structures, continued to push up, breaking yesterday's high, like I mentioned, and price continued to push all the way up to 203. I think we almost got to 20330 on that particular setup. So let's go. So after I get this, I usually, if I'm trading currencies or anything which is not synthetics, the next time frame I usually go to is either the M5 or the M3, whereby I'll just be waiting for price to retrace into the 13 EMA like this for me to enter. So I usually prefer the M3 because it's the one which lines up with my trading strategy and system. So if you notice in the group when I shared, I had this gray zone also as a buy limit area because I was anticipating, okay, this was where my entry was, by the way, right on top of this candle. So I was anticipating a potential retracement anywhere to tap into the 13. So which meant this zone was valid for buy limits all the way until this broken area here. So unfortunately, price didn't retrace in here, but anyone who took the buys here managed to catch a trade. So we were in motion here, price retraced back into the 13. Like I always say, we pushed, we broke the previous day's high. We continued pushing. So we started scaling out, I think, at 60 pips. That's where we started scaling out. And as we were scaling out, price then actually moved again and it hit 100 pips from the point where we actually entered. So this was actually a good trade in my books. The 60 pips, if you notice, it was actually on this candle here. Let me just see something here quickly. Yeah. Okay, all right. All right, so 2300s was a good TP for the day. So that cleared the 100 points basically. So this trade ended up pushing all the way up to 130 pips for this particular setup. So it was still a good setup. Um, if you understand your higher time frame, I feel like it becomes a little bit easier for you to trade. So we had an entry here and another entry would potentially have been right here. So anytime your price is retracing into the 13 before it even like moves, if it's coming close, you want to already have your position in so that when these spikes come, you're already in the trade. So this was the setup for the day. If you come back to H1, you see we managed to catch the move in this H1 candle and the next one partly up until we broke the previous day's high. And I think for today, that's it. Price might potentially just tap into this. We could continue pushing up, but whatever happens, happens. We're already done for the day. We've managed to actually catch our pips. So let's just quickly check something. So I'm just going to show you the results of the trade as well. So just like I mentioned, if you guys want the 2025 day trading mastery course, please get in touch and it will be given to you. It's a paid course in video format. And if you just want mentorship again, you can just get in touch, join our Telegram group. You can see we're now active on Telegram these days. We also have a WhatsApp community as well. So these were the trades, basically 60 pips, 100 pips on two different trades. This is the trade which we closed out at 60 pips. So you can see our entry was here, our exit was here. So soon as we scaled out here, price then actually moved another almost 40 pips, I think, which we then secured on the next account. So you can see here, this was our entry, same entries, just different accounts. And this one we managed to close off at 100 pips right at the top here. So that was my trade for the day, guys. Anyone who wants to join the course, please do let us know. And you can just join the Telegram community. I'll drop the link in the description. I'll also drop the link for the WhatsApp mentorship community. If you want the day trading course, just let me know. It also comes with like your Forex, your indices, stocks, anything you want to trade basically is in that course. It's like an all-in-one course and it's perfect for day traders and not necessarily swingers, but day traders mainly, because most of the things I explain apply to day trading. So if you watched until the end, thank you so much for joining. If you still haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. If these sessions are helpful to you, please do hit the subscribe button. Do share your comments. Let us know if you trade on weekends. What do you trade? Do you trade crypto, synthetics, and all that? Yeah, so we'll catch up tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good trading.